Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, the place they call the Rock and the home of the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Golden Eagles will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wants to throw. It's Baker. They'll run the screen.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Gandy. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Touch pass on the run. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You could tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wants to go up top. Looking left. With the catch, it's Metcalf. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Pittman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
The Golden Eagles are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Trying to get the edge on the right. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Back to throw, it's Baker. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Off play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. At the 45 on its way. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that. There he goes. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
And the Golden Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll pull it on the read. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The official says no good, and the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Southern Miss. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Looking to pass. It's Baker. Here's the pressure. And it's picked off for the third time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Back to pass, it's Braxton. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Complete in the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead of... Touchdown, Southern Miss. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Louisiana Tech offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking for space. It's Wiggins. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
On the option. Now the pitch. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Got it, looking for the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
On the option. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their play.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. They go 83 yards on the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Will take over. First and 10.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Pittman. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Braxton. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
And the Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The inside handoff. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Keith. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Dropping back, it's Braxton. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the move. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Still looking on the move. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming.
35, Louisiana Tech, 7.
Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. To the air, it's Braxton. He's got an open man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Sends it downfield. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Golden Eagles will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return.
Louisiana Tech offense will take over. First and 10.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
The play action fake. Going deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Braxton. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
To the air on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
And the Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Southern Miss. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Fires to the right. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
Final play of the quarter coming. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break. It's Southern Mississippi on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Pittman. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Braxton. Unloads it left. He's got it.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
The Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Oh, a quarterback sneak on 2nd down. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. He just keeps it himself on the quarterback sneak. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, they say low man wins, and on that third down, the defense, they were expecting quarterback sneak. Did you see how low the D-line got? And they were able to just stymie that offense for no gain.
And here's a quarterback sneak on 4th and long. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Oh, he's got a chance. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Takes this handoff and headed to the right.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Running into the open space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They go to the ground, and the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
There he goes. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese, and that's why rivalry games are so great because you take the stats, you take the rankings, and you take the records, and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today, and David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.